Hello everybody, it's me, it's Andy, Decayed Andy, in pre-show as usual for Moon Poop 2, with Orange. Hey Orange, what's up?
Yo.
Yeah, ready for a Moonbase 2 pooping time?
Yeah, I'm psyched. Let's go. Let's talk about some little plastic robots.
Yeah, boy, I wish I could sound that excited. We've got some actual news to talk about though. It's just I'm tired, very sleepy. I had no sleep last night. I got about 5 hours and then I was woken up. And you know, when you wake up after 5 hours and you try and get back to sleep, it's never as good, right?
Nah, yeah.
You want that full REM sleep, but it was denied to me, taken away from my health, my happy times. And
well, for what it's worth, I'm in the same situation. So.
Oh no, you got a bad night's sleep too.
Yeah.
No, I hate it.
Had a good morning though.
Oh, in terms of sleeping, or just in terms of things?
Not being half asleep.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been in that kind of daze all day. You know, when you don't get a good night's sleep and you just like blech for the rest of the day. Yeah, I've been running that. So it's you know, it is what it is, as they say. It is what it is. Let's get music up. There's music, and let's get website on. There's that. Okay. All right. Shall we start a moon poop show? I think we should. I think
so.
Yeah. All right. Let me hit that music. Music time.
Welcome to Moonbase 2.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Moonbase 2 podcast. My name is Andy, Decayed Andy. I'm joined by the man picked freshly from the tree. It's Orange. Hey, Orange.
Hello, everyone.
How's it going?
It's going well.
You've changed your appearance this time once more. Your little icon's changed.
Oh, so it is, yeah.
Yeah. If for those who were listening, previously Orange used a Catra from newer She-Ra. What year was it? 2016? 18. 2018 She-Ra. Now we switched over to an older show, a Pinkie Pie from Friendship is Magic. Because there's a new My Little Pony show out now, isn't there?
Yeah, but it looks hideous. I'm not gonna bother.
I don't think I heard the overall love that the Friendship is Magic show got when it came out, and for a long period of time after the fact. This one just seems to be a standard kind of My Little Pony show, thus meaning no one really gives a shit about it.
Yeah.
Just kind of interesting that My Little Pony Friendship is Magic got such a, you know, big hype and love from the majority of people who don't usually give a crap about My Little Pony. And granted,
it looks a lot better than, you know, any era before or after. So
yeah. Now, granted, it did have the bad reputation as well because of some of the people it brought in. You know, that's what happens. You know, when you expand your fan base, sometimes people come in who you're like, you know, cringe. I think is the kind term for it, right?
Yeah. Oh, but there are a lot of good folks in the fandom, apparently. So
yeah, still in the fandom, I'm sure. And you're now getting into it. How many seasons was My Little Pony Friendship is Magic?
I heard it was 9. It's 7 to 9, something like that. I don't know.
Damn. I thought it was only like maybe 5. Because I only got up to like a finished season 2, something like that back in the day. Didn't realize it went on 9. Holy crap.
There's over 200 episodes.
Damn. Isn't that depressing? Think about how many Transformers shows get axed after like 2 seasons or 3 seasons, apart from Rescue Bots, which went on for millions of years. And My Little Pony Friendship is Magic got like maybe 9 seasons, if what you say is true.
Yeah, the Transformers situation is a little depressing there, but maybe someday.
Yeah, one story I didn't put in the news because it hasn't gone up on TFW, but I've been seeing it a lot on Twitter. I don't know if you've seen it go around on social media spaces, but people are saying that Transformers Reactive is cancelled. Is that right?
I heard about that because lot of stuff has been taken down from like official channels and whatnot.
Oh, really?
Hopefully it's not true, but what from the sounds of it, yeah.
See, I'm not I know there's some people who are bothered, but to me, from the sounds of it, because we never ever saw gameplay for it, it sounded like an Overwatch like hero 4v4 shooter game. Is that what it was, or did I misinterpret that? Was it something more than that?
Honestly, I have no idea. I was under the impression that it was an MMORPG, and then like that was years ago though, so it might have changed drastically. I didn't follow it that deep. I'm just the type that, you know what, when it's out, I'll see what it's like then. But
I'm the same, because I've lived through the era of, yo, there's going to be a He-Man live action movie. Yo, there's going to be a Thundercats live action movie. And it's like, wait till, unless there's a trailer, a real trailer, it doesn't matter. It doesn't exist. It's not real until there's at least a trailer that shows actual footage. And we only had like a weird cinematic trailer. God, what, like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, the first announcement one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was pretty, but
I wasn't down for the art style at all. Like when they brought out the 2-packs, I the art style didn't really do it for me. It was a bit too movie-ish, I think. That movie-ish Bumblebee blend. And that's not my style. And they had the weird paint scheme on them as well, if you remember, the like Starscream, but just loads of just parts with just colored black for some weird reason, like dotted everywhere on him. It's weird.
Honestly, I like that aesthetic, but I see what I see how it could be disliked. Yeah, the Bumblebee is kind of all over the place. I think it's like not G1 enough, but not movie enough. It's kind of in this weird space.
When you say you liked it, do you mean the paint application, like the random bits of black? Or do you just mean the design aesthetic? Like the art style, I should say.
Pretty much the paint. Not only the black in some places, but like how it's asymmetrical.
Okay. Is that what you liked about it mainly, the asymmetry? Because to me, it just looked like it was just random black painted all over the figure without any real reason. And that was my issue with it. It was just there for the sake of being there, rather than it done for a purpose, you know.
My brain interpreted that as like patching of battle damage. Since it's like post-war and they're like recovering, maybe that's part of the healing process, right? Looking all terrible.
An interesting way to look at it, I suppose. I guess we'll never know, potentially, unless it does come out. But yeah, I didn't put that in the stories because there isn't an official news story to say definitely forever for realsies is cancelled. But I did, like I say, I did hear it and thought I should, it's worth mentioning at the very least, because I know some people were looking for it. To me, it wasn't a High Moon Studios game, and it wasn't Transformers Devastation, so I wasn't too fussed. Those are the games. That's what I want, more of that. And I know the Transformers Devastation is still quite liked, even by like people outside of Transformers, because it was just a pretty fun, action adventure beat 'em up game. Not amazing, but it was pretty good. Had that G1 aesthetic as well, which people love.
Yeah. Sounds like a fun game. Looks pretty.
Have you not played it?
I haven't. No.
Ooh, you should. If you, at the very least, if you can't get to play it, you should. I highly recommend listening to the OST.
Oh, okay.
The OST is really good. There's some really good little pumping jams in there. It's good. What stopped you from getting it? It was just like consoles. You didn't have the right consoles for it. You didn't find it in time. Or...
I'm trying not to buy any video games anymore. I just stick with like free to play MMOs. Yeah.
Oh, what makes you stay away from the video games?
Lack of budget.
Oh, that's fair.
It's going toward the figures.
That's true.
I'm glad the Reactivate game at least gave us those.
Yeah, there'll be a novelty at the very least.
Yeah.
But in terms of news, we're starting off with you and I, obviously very stylish people, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. And I'm sure you'll be dipping into the new RSVLTS, which is a clothing manufacturer, I suppose. Oh, it's a clothing line, which I've totally heard of because I'm in the scene and know very fashionable clothes. And they're having a crossover with Transformers for the 40th anniversary. They're doing gear and crunk and fun stuff. I don't know if it's called crunk anymore.
I never heard of that word before.
Well, crunk. I think I remember hearing crunk was I think someone used it as a joke term for drugs in a movie. Like you getting any of that weird crunk. I can't remember what movie though. Anyway, there is going to be a Transformers Energon 84 short sleeve t-shirt. Kunuflex? Kunuflex.
Can you flex? I don't know.
Kunuflex. It's weird. They're also doing the Trope and Lock short sleeve. The Robots Ink Disguise. Oh, do you see what they did there?
Which one is it?
It's because they added a K to end. Oh, it's very smart. Very
smart.
Okay. Very good.
Okay.
It's another. Yeah. It's another short sleeve shirt. Optimus Prime versus Megatron, which is a creek neck tee. Another Trope and Lock, which is a creek neck tee. Rollout, crew neck, not creek neck. Crew neck tee. That makes way more sense. It doesn't. More Than Meets the Eye, which is a short sleeve one, and a rollout. Which orange? What do you think? I think one of these is particularly hideous.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure the style is in right now, but it's not for me. I mean, that's not a really high bar. I'm the type that like you know those cartoon characters that open up their closet. They're like, which one should I wear today? But they're all exactly the same.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just have orange shirts. That's it.
Damn.
Orange shirts and jeans. Yeah.
See, because I like don't buy clothes, I realized that I was like looking at one of my 2 or 3 of my t-shirts, and I was like, why are these falling apart? Why do they have like loads of tiny holes all over the place in them? Granted, they're really thin shirts, but why are they falling apart? And I'm like, that shirt's 14 years old. That might be the reason it's falling apart, and it's really thin to begin with. Maybe that's why it's coming apart. So
I do like that Grimlock though, the one with all the leaves and flowers.
Okay. My problem with a lot of these are they look like Hawaiian shirts, like really obnoxious Hawaiian shirts that you'd only wear on a cruise ship, or if you're going to Hawaii for a holiday and you want to be a tourist. The Grimlock ones maybe a little less obnoxious, but the worst one is the very first one.
Yeah, I could see it. Yeah,
that one's a fucking mess. To me, I look at that and I don't know who would wear that. I think for me, my favorite one is probably, if I had to pick one, I like the second one, because isn't that the cover to Last Stand of the Wreckers, the hard cover?
The silhouette one?
Yeah.
Something similar at least.
It looks like Last Stand of the Wreckers, but I might be wrong.
Looks really nice though, regardless.
Yeah, it's not as quite in your face, slapping you with a fucking frying pan to the face. Optimus Prime versus Megatron. The weird little chibi Optimus Prime who looks like 5-year-olds drawn him. Can't say I'm a big fan of that. He's also instead of having like an iron blaster, he's got like a Q-tip. You know, something that you shove in your ear for earwax. He's got that for a gun for some reason.
Never shove those up your ear, folks. It's not pretty.
No, well, no, it's meant to do more damage than anything else. I use Q-tips for like rubbing paint off of like Gundam kits. Like when you do panel lining, you get a Q-tip and you just rub off the excess.
That's there you go. I rub like oil and grease into the very tight joints of my figures with Q-tips. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I could see that. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Yeah. The T-shirt with just Grimlock on the front, it's a bit on the flat side. Yeah, these are T-shirts for people. I guess.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
For people with the general human shape, yeah.
Yeah, general human shape, yeah. Yeah, I don't know how many people I'd see. Like, I don't think I'd see anyone in my local area wearing any of these. I think the only time I might ever see them is at, like, a Transformers convention. That's probably it.
Yeah, I just see, like, Hasbro employees wearing them.
Yes, yeah, like during a Hasbro stream, I could, yeah, 100%. 100%. Anything else you want to see on these t-shirts?
Nah, that's about it.
Actually, let's have a quick look to see what the... Ooh. Okay, Orange, you're not watching the stream, are you?
No, I'm not.
Okay. How much do you think the short sleeve shirts are? Like the Grimlock t-shirt that is... Sorry, shirt that you like, the button-up ones. How much do you think those are?
I'm gonna guess in the ballpark of 30 USD.
No. Oh.
No.
The t-shirts, like the basic t-shirts, like the Megatron versus Optimus Prime, that's $32. The shirts are a bit more expensive. They are $70.
Oh, okay. A little more. I was close though, yeah.
Yeah, well, you like double the price, but you know,
a little more. Yeah.
Yeah, it's styling, profiling. I think the t-shirts are too much, especially for the kind of really basic, lame designs on them, from my personal opinion. But maybe the material is really good. Maybe they're really well made. I don't know. And I don't know how much shirts usually go for, but 70 seems a bit much for that. But there you go. I wanted to throw out the prices because, it's interesting for those interested. Now you know. Now you can buy them. Unique Toys are doing the R07 Dummer, which is the Revenge of the Fallen Mudflap figure. We got colored prototypes now. I don't know if we've seen colored prototypes of Skids yet, but we know that one's coming in as well. Movie accurate, obviously. How he looked previously. No information on price or release date, but we have images on him. Excuse me. So what do you think, Orange? It's kind of orange.
Yeah, that character reminds me every time I see him that I don't like everything that's orange.
There are exceptions.
There are, yes.
Yes.
I mean, it does look movie accurate.
Yeah, if you want it, this looks like a good representation of that. And Unique Toys, from what I remember, do really good movie accurate toys. It's just this guy. You know? Do you see that he has two faces?
Where's the other one? I'm looking at one.
Look at his chest.
Oh no. Okay. Yep. Yeah. All right.
He has two faces, buddy.
Cannot unsee that. Yeah.
I saw it straight away and went, those are eyes. I don't know why the headlights have like little eyelids on them, and the gray bit just looks like a mouth. There you go. It looks like a movie face.
It does.
He comes with the oversized left hand and a gun for said hand. I don't remember. Did he have a gun in the movie? Probably, right?
I don't remember.
No, I don't either. And we get some shots of the car mode. The car mode looks fine. Yeah. Does he have an opening mouth? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I was having a look just to see. No. You can open up his doors and look on the inside, and it's like a Binal Tech figure from many thousands of years ago, and there's no obvious robot stuff, so they've done a good job, obviously, getting a car interior there as well. Driving on the wrong side, of course, driving on the American side, never mind.
Well engineered, though. I think.
Very well engineered. Just not one that I would personally run out for and want, and it sounds like the same for you as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Anything else you want to say on this guy?
No, I'm good.
No, yeah, I don't have much. Fiendish Dr. Wu, they've got a bit more interesting stuff for their Micromaster line continuing. This time they are doing the Menace King, what a good name, which is G1 Megatron. And there are two variants, of course. There's the Menace King, the 36X, sorry, the E36X, and the E36S. The X is the toy deco, and the S is the clear purple reformatting version, because what else are you going to do him into? So, Micromaster size Megatron. Aren't you like Micromasters? There has never been a Micromaster Megatron. Does this want to go into your collection? Even though he's probably out of scale with the actual Micromasters, I'm assuming.
Yeah, he absolutely is. I'm only interested in the official Micromaster characters, the ones that, yes, the true variety. They don't get much representation, but this Megatron looks pretty nice for what it is, and I think this mold could be done up in Browning colors, maybe with slight retooling. Yeah,
I don't know. You'd need to accept that Browning wouldn't have his unique, interesting. Well, maybe not interesting, but he wouldn't have his unique transformation compared to Megatron. Which they were two separate figures, I suppose. But I would agree with you. This looks pretty okay for the scale that they're going for, which is very, very, very small. Getting a figure that small to be a fairly posable robot and also turn into a gun is pretty good. There is a bit of an unsightly screw in the barrel of the gun, which is a little bit of a shame. Do you see it?
No, actually.
Yeah, look at the first gun image. Like when he's in gun mode, there's a big giant screw right on the barrel.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame, compared to everything else, which seems to be like pins. I wonder why that's. Oh, is that there specifically so it can be a tighter hold, so it can hold the barrel extension? Because this gets the stock and the barrel extension silencer stuff that the original got. So maybe that screws there for the extra tolerance, just to make sure it doesn't droop. Because that would be embarrassing.
Might actually be the hinge too, so you can just angle it up.
Yeah,
in robot mode. Yeah,
I think that's why it is the screw in there, because, like you say, it has to tilt upwards. Purple version, I think purple versions of Megatron are usually a bit lazy unless they have tampographs on them, like the little white lines to suggest that he is being reformatted rather than just what if he's purple. And this is very much what if he's purple, which is a bit lame.
I agree though.
There's also another one. The S. Oh, there were three versions. There's the normal E36, which is Megatron. There's the S, which is the purple, and the X, which is the toy-colored versions, which actually seems to have his little twirly boob insignia, from where IDW... Yeah, which is more IDW, I suppose, in a lot of ways. But other than that, I don't see a huge amount of differences between the toy and the cartoon version, apart from he's, I guess, in standard Hasbro flat gray versus the, I guess, darker gray of the cartoon version, I suppose.
There's also the red legs, which I noticed immediately. Yeah. I think that's the squiggly chest lines were in the original toy too. Correct me if I'm wrong.
You're probably right, to be honest. I think I prefer the cartoon version. I don't like the tone of the gray. It just reminds me of cheap Hasbro, not painting their grays. While the toon version has a bit more of a little bit darker. I prefer that a little bit more. Do you have a preference in your little mini Megatrons? If you were to get one, which you won't, obviously, but you could.
Yeah. If I were to get any, I'd probably get the cartoon one. I'm kind of disappointed that the red isn't on his midsection, his sides where it is in the cartoon. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
I'm guessing. Yeah, I think that's just due to how he transforms. They didn't want to make that bit stand out because that bit doesn't do any transformation at all. So it would be really, really bright. So I'm guessing they just went, we can't hide it, so don't bother. But that's just a guess. No idea, just a guess. But yeah, little mini Megatron. It's weird that it's taken this long for them to do a Micromaster Megatron, I suppose. But he's coming. And he looks quite good, I suppose. Dr. Wu are also showing sketches. It's a CG render, so I'm not sure why they call it a sketch, of another figure for the Micromaster scale line, and it's Warpath. He's going to be 4.5 centimeters tall, which seems to be their standard scale. There's the singular image, which is him in robot mode and in tank mode. And, yep, it seems good. You know, it's like a little tiny Warpath. Yeah. What do you think? You like him?
And then that does look like a nice representation of Warpath. Tiny though, wow.
Yeah, like all these Micromaster like, even though I don't really want any of these Micromaster figures because they're, like you said, Orange, they're not the real Micromasters. I appreciate, like, this is more unique than other companies do, and they do pretty well for the scale that they're going for, which is really, really small.
Yeah, I agree. I would call the scale like Extreme Warfare scale.
That sounds familiar. What is that? Is that toy line?
I think that's the name of the line. I think.
Is it?
Yeah.
You might.
Dr. Wu's Extreme Warfare line.
Oh, okay. I thought you were making a reference to like an 80s toy line or a 90s toy line that I just couldn't remember. I was like, is that something? Because that's Extreme Warfare sounds like something I can hear in a 90s advert, right?
Yeah.
Jump on board with the Extreme Warfare. Captain Custard versus Salmonella Sally in Extreme Warfare. I don't know. I can hear it.
I want that line.
It's just kitchen people fighting each other. Like what? Colonel Custard is made of custard, and Salami Sally is just a big old salami, or shoots salamis at people. I don't know. You could come up with silly things in the 90s. Excel Hedge says, but Andy, what if Micromaster Megatron had a necktie? Oh, that's a good point. If they made him look like Mayor Megatron from the Legends comics, that could be quite cool. He would technically be in scale as well. Ooh, that's quite cool. Yeah. That's quite cool. Because at the very least, you could make a little tie for him. Shit, that's a good call, Excel Head. Shit.
Damn. Not a bad one.
Yeah, not a bad one at all. Damn. Now, we have Wave 4 images of the Blokees, whatever you want to call them, from Transformers Galaxy version, Wave 4. These are from, what I can't remember the company, but they're coming from China. Wave 4, Jobby the Hong did a recent video on an unboxing for these blind bag, kind of, sort of, mini play kits kind of thing. They're kind of like model kits, but not really. So this wave contains an Ultra Magnus, a Nemesis Prime, which I thought we'd already had a Nemesis Prime, but never mind. Snarl, in both modes. There is a Snarl in Dino mode and a Snarl in Robot mode. A Tarn, which is surprising. A Smokescreen, a Hook, a Scrapper, and a Shockwave as well. And it also shows that Shockwave, you can have him with two hands. He has a bitch-slapping hand. He has a translucent gun hand, a standard non-translucent gun hand, and also him in gun mode gun. So he comes with a decent amount of accessories. Now, Orange, what do you think of the Blokees? Have you seen any of these before?
I haven't. I just heard about the line, never bothered to look into it. They look quite cute.
Yeah, they are buildable. So they're not like an extreme like Gundam kit build, but they come in pieces. Think of them like a more complex Lego blind bag, right? So you kind of put them together, but you don't need to cut them. They're all pre-painted. You just kind of snap them together and they're done.
Aren't they like vending machine type things?
Yes, they're on blind boxes. So there's a potential, like if you buy one, you don't know who you get. And I think if you get a case, you're more than likely guaranteed to get the whole wave. I don't know about the mystery character. You might not get one, but if you buy just a whole crate, you'll probably get most of them. They're meant to be quite good. I think they're about what scale to use? They're probably about the scale of. I don't have a legend. I think they're about legend scale. They're probably about legend scale in height, give or take, from what I've seen. Maybe a bit more.
Not
you an
that
idea.
small, then, yeah.
Yeah, so small, but not like super small. And they got decent articulation and whatnot. They're kind of universal as well. So I think most of the pieces can go on everybody. So if you wanted to mix and match, you probably could.
They kind of give me the impression of like if there was like an Action Master cartoon in the early 90s, it would feature these guys in these proportions called Action Master babies.
Action Master babies. Actually, looking at them like Action Masters isn't that bad of a way to look at them. Because Snarl, if you took off Snarl's dino tail bits, he'd pretty much look like the Action Master Snarl, to be fair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so yeah. Excel Hedge says Action Master minifigs. That's effectively what these are. I think it's interesting that Tarn's in this wave, because most of the wave have just been like standard G1 figures from what I remember. So to see Tarn like just randomly pop up is nice, and obviously a big deal for Tarn, as he's not just like one and done and forgotten. He seems to still be around in some sort of Transformers form, which is nice. Some of them are redos, like obviously the Nemesis Prime, Scourge, whatever you want to call him, is just a redo of the Optimus. Smokescreen, obviously a redo of the Prowl and the Silver Streak we've had prior. But apart from that, the rest of them are new. I think this wave is going to complete the Constructicons, so you'll have all the Constructicons, I think, at the end of this, but I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, more of these coming out. I guess they're doing well, so if you want them, get ready. They're coming. Anything else on these, Orange?
No, I think we're good, yeah.
XL Head says, Tarn is G1, Andy. Always and forever. I forgot, yes. Tarn has always been part of G1. That's true.
Is Nemesis Prime, though, technically not?
He's Optimus Prime, so yes, he's always been G1.
All right, yeah.
You just forgot. You hit your head, Orange. You don't remember these things. It's okay.
Yeah, it happens, right?
Yeah, you just drink heavily. You stop that. We've got the Takara Dramatic Capture Series, which I didn't know was a thing, but I guess now is. The Autobot set has been officially revealed, and this is a kind of an interesting set, I'll say. So this is coming via the Takara Tomy Mall. We've got the, I don't know why it's called the Dramatic Capture Series, but this is featuring Earthrise Optimus Prime, because sure, okay. 86 Jazz again, sure, and also Mainframe from Kingdom. Now, obviously, Mainframe from Kingdom was exclusive to the Arc set, and he wasn't colored like his original figure. It was like orange, sandy, orangey colored. This version completely redecoed, so he looks more like Mainframe apart from his legs, the Action Master. Just kind of interesting. It's probably the reason why I think people will buy this set. You know, what do you think of this set, Orange? Because I think apart from that, mostly uneventful, generally speaking.
I am so mad at this set. This is the Mainframe that I wanted.
Yes,
from the beginning. Yeah. I hesitate to actually want to buy this set because the Jazz looks kind of like a downgrade from the 5-pack Jazz, and this is an Optimus Prime that's a lot more G1, but it's like right around the corner. The Commander Studio Series 86 one might be revealed soon, so. Yeah. To buy the set just for Mainframe, I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of rough, right? Because I think most people would just want Mainframe, because I would. If I could get the Mainframe on his own, yeah, I'd be interested. It's not like a great Transformer, because it just transforms into Teletran 1, and you can see his little feet below it, which is kind of funny. But, you know, it's fun enough. I'd be tempted by it. Here's a question, Orange. Do you think this is the best cartoon representation use of Earthrise Optimus Prime we've had? Now, granted, there have seemingly been an unending stream of Earthrise Optimus Primes, but to me, this might be the best looking one, maybe?
Yeah, this is absolutely cartoon G1 cartoon Optimus Prime, and yeah, it is so just like a shameless. Here's your cartoon accurate Optimus Prime before the commander reveal, but it does look amazing for what it is. I mean, he does this is G1 Optimus Prime, and what like it. He's not perfect. The gun is all wonky, but
Yeah.
he's if I didn't know a better Optimus Prime was coming, I'd say yeah, this is the perfect G1 Optimus Prime for me.
Also, this doesn't have the trailer, which is good, at least in my eyes. It's not a waste of plastic or money. So that's a
The
boon.
trailer was
yeah. Totally worth the price point for that trailer. I hear people say that Siege Optimus Prime was better as a figure. What do you think about that? Do you agree with that statement, Orange?
I really love the Siege Optimus Prime. Yeah, it didn't. It the transformation was slightly less interesting, but like the figure was cheaper. Yeah, it was. It had this. Well, first of all, the Siege was meant to be like these were the Cybertronian modes of the G1 characters that were never seen on screen except the Seekers.
Yeah.
So like it was interesting to me just for that fact. This was G1 Cartoons Optimus Prime's Cybertronian mode, and we do not talk about Marvel's take on that. Please no, please no. So yeah, I do like Siege Optimus Prime a little better.
Well, here's another question, just out of interest. Who was the better Cybertronian Optimus Prime? Siege Optimus Prime or Gamer Edition Optimus Prime?
Siege, absolutely. If they were just to upscale the deluxe one from what was it, 2012, 2010?
Oh yeah.
That I think would be a little better. But
yes, yeah, I agree.
They didn't.
No, they did things. I was interested because I do hear a lot of love for the Siege Optimus Prime. I didn't get it because I really didn't like the alt mode. I was like, this is kind of a half-assed Cybertronian mode. But it sounds like it's just better as a toy than Earthrise in a lot of ways. Exel Hedge says, I guess this is good for those that have the Arc and want an extra mainframe. Yeah, I guess if you already have a mainframe from the Arc, you could just like make a bigger computer display as well. Like, that's all right. Be like a brother and sister combo, mainframe and what's another word for mainframe?
What's an acronym for main?
Lame.
I don't know.
Lame.
Lame frame, yes.
You will be lame frame. What? Yes. We'll make you yellow. You will be lame frame. Oh. Sorry, my dude. It's just the way things are. We're running out of names. Exel Hedge also says, has Earthrise surpassed the Classics Prime in repaints yet? Oh, that's a good question. It must have.
I don't think so, to be honest. I mean, they're closing in, but I don't, because like they did have a lot of repaints with like Nemesis Prime, I think. Toxitron, no, not Toxitron. Shatterglass. There we go. Yep. But not as many not as many actual Optimus Prime repaints like the character Optimus Prime. Just
I see what you're saying.
Retooling into G2, and then like technically he does share parts with Siege, so there's that. But even still, adding them together, I don't think there's as many decos as classics.
How many did classics get? Because I can think of 3. The original version, more. The Takara version, the Ultra Magnus repaint, the orange version, which was, I think that was Shattered Glass.
Jinrai. That was Jinrai.
Super Fire Guts Jinrai, yeah, whatever that one was. There was a Nemesis Prime. Yeah, there was a Nemesis Prime.
I'm counting like the variants, like the transparent one,
I
the
would do that,
transparent Optimus Prime, and the one with like the chrome thighs, the one in the multi pack. I think that was wasn't that the classics mode?
I don't know. It's been a long time. It didn't get as many Starscream, obviously, but a lot of those classics figures, well, apart from. No, that's a lie. I was going to say a lot of those classics figures. No, it was only Optimus and Starscream that really got used that much, because Megatron got used twice, maybe 3 times at most. Bumblebee got used 3 times, I think. Rodimus got used 3-4 times. Who else was in the classics line? Oh, Mirage. Mirage was used twice. Grimlock got used twice, I think.
Astro Train a surprising amount.
Well,
3 times that I could. Yeah,
the white version, the cartoon version, probably another version I can't think of either.
Shoki, I think from Headmasters.
Oh, of course, yeah, that was the newer one, wasn't it? That's right.
Yeah,
man, that was a decent redo. Came years later though. Excel Hedge says, I have both the Siege and Earthrise sharded glass. Meh, they are both equal in my eyes. That's fine. That's okay. And Big D says, hello. Evening, Big D. How's it going?
Hey, Big D.
So, Orange, you were kind of meh on the Jazz. Because you have the big 6-packer. So what makes the 6-packer one better than this, would you say?
5-pack.
5-pack, whatever.
I mean, I like the aesthetic of the opaque windows. I don't mind if he has the wrong number on the side, but he looks better. I mean, the quality control might be better on this one because the 5-pack Jazz's knees were really, really tight, and like the transformation joint behind the feet weren't. So that made like robot mode stability a little iffy, but other than that, he was perfect.
Okay. And you don't think this will surpass that, or it'd have a hard time, I suppose?
Yeah, it would definitely a hard time.
And obviously, I think it's easy to say the mainframe's just better. It's in mainframe's actual colors. He looks really good, for what he is. He's not the best transformer ever in terms of what he transforms into, but that's what I'd want mainframe to look like at the very least.
Yeah, he's stellar, and this is what I would want mainframe to represent if he ever gets like a cartoon iteration or something. He's like what's his name from the second Avengers movie, Vision. He's like it feels like a Vision, like he was originally Tony Stark's AI, and then he gained a humanoid form. It's kind of like that, right?
That's something interesting thinking about it. We have kind of moved away from Transformers being able to be anything in a lot of ways. Like, we don't get microscopes these days, or cassette players, or like phones, really. They all have to be vehicles these days. And I guess that's because they're more exciting as toys. And I suppose like having him transform into a computer terminal is a bit more unique, and is probably why it wouldn't be able to be sold on its own, unfortunately.
Yeah, exactly. I would love it, but I can see why I would. The last actual like genuine Transformers toys that were like things that I liked were the Real Gear stuff back in 2007.
They were pretty cool. They were really cool. And they had a really small budget in comparison to everything else, because that was the Scout line, the Legends line.
Yeah.
And there were some really good ones in there. I remember the worst one was the Binoculars. The Binoculars guy was crap.
Yeah, he had a really good aesthetic though, in my opinion. But my favorite was Meantime.
Which one was? Oh, the Watch.
The Watch, yeah.
That was a pretty cute one. I liked the. There were aspects about the handheld game console I liked, and there were other things I didn't like about it. I'm trying to remember the other ones, because I remember there was one I really dug and thought was really fucking cool.
I just
can't remember.
remember two of their names, Meantime and Longview, the binoculars. Yeah.
Long view.
Meantime's the perfect name. I'd like you can't get better than that.
Oh no, it's a quality one. Big D says, honestly, I've pre-ordered just for mainframe. God damn. He's worse than you are, Orange.
Yeah, I mean, maybe if this set goes on sale, but yeah, not the full price, not for mainframe. I'm sorry, mainframe, but I really do want you.
Damn, son.
But,
XL Hedge also says, Jazz has too much transparent plastic. The entire backpack. 5-pack Jazz is all solid plastic. Yeah, I think that's a good reason why 5-pack Jazz is better.
And something I noticed about mainframe after someone pointed it out, and this is like a can't unsee thing. It looks like he's like solid snaking his alt mode, like his feet's under there, and it's like a little box.
That would be a fun crossover. That's an idea for a crossover, but not for Transformers. You know that Japanese line that do boxes. The things transform into a box. They should cross over with Konami, or at least Metal Gear Solid, right?
Yeah, that would be cute. Yeah,
that would be pretty fun. I'd be down with that. Maybe you don't need to do Snake. Maybe you make it turn into a Metal Gear Rex array or something, just to maybe make it easier than making a humanoid-looking figure. There's one other thing that the set comes with, which I think is pretty cute, and it's the little scanner.
The Sky Spy. Yeah, wasn't that? Yeah.
Was that in with the Arc as well or not?
I'm pretty sure it was. I really wish I found the Arc, but yeah. I'm pretty sure he was in the set.
I can't remember. You're probably right though. But it's nice that you get the option here as well, because it would be a shame to have Teletran 1 without the scanner, because it's pretty important. Big D also says, now I'm picturing mainframe sneaking around Decepticon bases. I mean, there's no reason why he couldn't if he can turn into a computer system and just mush to the wall. I like the idea of that. That could be quite fun.
Might have a better time as a boombox, but yeah, sure.
Yeah, because Transformers always use boomboxes and cassette players.
Yeah, they always find a way to just, hey, I found a random boombox. This can't hurt if I just bring it inside. Why not?
I really wish like More Than Meets the Eye continued a little bit longer, and we could have seen Soundwave sneak into the Autobot base and someone walk past. Why is there a lamppost in here?
Yeah.
That's weird. Never mind. Shall we move on?
All right.
Now, Orange, I don't think I heard your opinion on the Takara Tomy version of Earthspark Deluxe Prowl. What did you think of that when you originally saw it or heard about it?
That's a really, really good aesthetic, and it's a shame that this happened to him.
Yeah, it was, for those not aware, this was the Cyberverse Prowl that was just recolored to look a little bit more accurate, but at least it wasn't the Hot Rod Rodimus Cyberverse toy used for Earthspark. So it was not a massive upgrade, but it looked like Prowl way more than the other one was. So that toy is cancelled. It's not happening. I know people wanted this. It wasn't the version that we should be getting for this version of Prowl, which was, I don't know. Do we know if this version of Prowl is in season 2 of Earthspark or not?
I have no idea. I think I'm going to take the foolishly optimistic approach and say that maybe Prowl is actually in season 2 somewhere, and looks totally different, and that's why Takara Tomy canceled this. But like I said, too optimistic there.
Yeah, I think, because we'll be talking about it in a bit, that the first part of the season is out, and I think people would have posted images of Prowl online because people can't help themselves on Twitter if he was in part 1. So he might be in part 2, but he also just might not be in there at all, and it was a weird choice to begin with. To even have Nick Roche do a design for him if they weren't going to use him. But anyway, if you wanted this toy, Tough Titties, it's not happening. I don't know if they've given a reason. I haven't seen a reason as to why it's being cancelled. But hey, that's unfortunate because this would have been better than the American version at the very least. Big D first says, It's an 80s. It's the 80s, man. Folks were desperate for boom boxes. That's true. And Excel Hedge says Decepticons in Nemesis. Why is there a random section of wall? Why is a random section of wall Autobot orange? That's a good point. Yeah. And Big D also says, I'm genuinely gutted this Prowl got canned. He'd sold out by the time I saw him up on HLJ. Well, you don't need to worry about that, I suppose, Big D. I'm 2 episodes into the first part of Earthspark's second season, and he's not shown up so far. Like I said, if he was in part 1, people would have spoiled it. I've already seen loads of spoilers on season 2 so far, which obviously I'm not gonna mention here. But yeah, people can't contain themselves on Twitter, so it would have popped up there already. Yeah. Anything else, Big D? You want? Sorry, on Orange on this you want to mention, or should I move us on?
Yeah, not much to say about it.
All right, you probably won't have much to say about this either, but the Transforming Masks are back once again for a movie line. Transformers 1. We have the 2-in-1 Optimus Prime / Orion Pax and Bumblebee / B127 Mask and Robot Battlers 2-pack. So these horrible nightmare transformery thingamadoos came out for Rise of the Beasts, and I guess they were popular enough to make it in for Transformers 1. So if you want a very squared off nightmare-looking Optimus Prime that turns into a very, 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 very blue Optimus Prime that has all of the arms and none of the waist. He actually has a bit of an hourglass figure. Good for him. And a Bumblebee. Oh god, the picture of the child wearing the mask is horrifying. And a Bumblebee, and the child is still terrifying, which looks like Michael Bay movie Bumblebee again. I think we've seen this Bumblebee mask, haven't we? I don't know.
I have no idea.
I want to say this is a reuse, but I'm not sure. And then we have the Optimus Prime Robo Battlers, which are Rock'em Sock'em robots, it seems, both for Megatron and Optimus Prime. And they barely look like their movie counterparts, at least from the trailers we've seen. Maybe they look like this later in the movie. What do you think of the masks, Orange? Are you going to buy a mask and rob a bank?
I think I already said enough about these guys already. Seriously though, I never liked the masks, but I'm glad to see that they like transform now and are just role play things, right?
Yeah, there's a bit more playability with them, right?
Yeah.
Even if they do look weird, I suppose, in a lot of ways. I don't think I'd want these as a child, but I don't know, because I was dumb as a kid, so maybe I would want something like this if it was cheap enough. What about you? Would you have gone for this?
Yeah, I'd have went for it. I would have probably tried the mask on once and vowed to never do it again and just keep him as a robot. Yeah.
That's a good point, because we have no idea how painful these are to wear. That's a fair point. I think I remember seeing... Do you remember the really old G1 costume?
I don't know.
With the really shitty mask and the big red plastic cover for your chest. Have you never seen that?
I probably have, but I don't remember.
I think I remember seeing that in like a discount store many, many thousands of years ago, not really knowing what it was. And I don't think I was too impressed. But obviously that's a remembering from many moons ago. Many, many thousands of years ago. Next up, we have something a bit more interesting for Transformers 1. We have the Prime Changes Bumblebee and Sentinel Prime stock images. Now, my first question, Orange, is what are Prime Changes? Do you know?
They're toys.
Okay. Because it says these are more deluxe-like figures than other gimmick toy lines. That's all it says.
Yeah, they don't look like they have gimmicks at all, honestly.
That's why I asked, because they look like warrior class figures. They definitely don't look like deluxe class figures. They look like warrior class, which is fine. But I have no idea what the gimmick is of this line. So Bumblebee turns into his weird, very sporty yellow car mode. It looks like there's a face on the front of the car mode, little blue eyes and a little black mouth. You will never unsee once again. And Sentinel Prime, I think this is probably the most we've seen of Sentinel Prime, has a kind of okayish, almost IDW-esque looking face and robot mode. And he turns it into a pretty fucking cool jet, I will say. I think the jet mode for him is really good, actually. What do you think of these figures, Orange? What do you think of them? Do you like B? Do you like Sentinel Primo? What do you think?
I think the aesthetic is outstanding. I'm loving this. Like B's alt mode, it like gives me like War for Cybertron game vibes. Obviously, his alt mode was different, but like the vehicle mode, like the rounded wheels and the like sleek.
Do you know what it looks like? It looks like Skids. Sorry, Sideswipe's alt mode from that game.
Yeah.
And that
yeah,
toy.
a little bit.
Yeah.
And the robot mode looks interesting. I mean, it doesn't look like Bumblebee to me, but it really looks interesting. And I'm sure I'll get used to it watching the movie. Mm-hmm. But like this Sentinel Prime is on another level. He looks really cool.
He looks way better than Bumblebee, I think. A lot better.
Yeah, this robot mode it looks stellar. The vehicle mode, gives me Energon Megatron vibes, but in a good way.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, it does actually. Yeah.
Yeah, this is one of the better like space jet fighters that I've seen from Transformers. It looks really nice.
I'd like to see this design with more money in it.
Oh yeah.
Because I get like if we're gonna be nitpicky, like his entire legs go underneath his wings, and it's very obvious that his feet don't do a huge amount of transforming. It's fine. It for the kind of simple down, cheaper, well, hopefully cheaper kind of price point this should be going for. I'd be interested to see what this would get if it was like a Voyager price point or something like that. I mean, I say that, and then I remember what Jahaxus's transformation ended up being, so maybe it wouldn't be much better. I don't know. I do like the aesthetic of this a lot more. I don't know what do you think about his weird shield knife thing, whatever that is. I don't know what that is. It looks like a really weird weapon.
Well, since these figures do get me into like War for Cybertron game brain mode, that does look like some sort of like beam shield, and the pink parts are like the hollow, like the lightsaber-ish projections. Yeah.
If it is a shield, it's a shame it can't be held more like a shield, I suppose. But that would probably require another part so you could get the handle to angle in the correct way.
I think this is more like I think they're called bucklers. They're like really small shields that you wear on your
on your forearm, right? Then he needed to have a peg on his forearm or something if it was meant to be going for that buckler look or aesthetic. But it's not a big deal. It's just something that would have been nice to see as well.
And the other, go ahead.
No, I was going to respond to Big D, but you had something to say.
Yeah, on the other image of his bot mode, he does have it on his forearm.
You're right.
There, yeah.
Oh, well, there you go. I'll need to shut up, not say anything. Big D says, is it not the same Bumblebee we've had? This is responding to the masks thing. We've had him for the last 3 films, counting this one, maybe. They look like not bad transforming action figures, which is nice. I think that's mask related. Lack of gimmicks is refreshing. I agree, because a lot of the gimmicks really hamper down a toy. I'd love to see the Sentinel Prime design given the Voyager treatment or Studio Series. It's really hard to not see Dirge given the color scheme and lack of color separation. That's a good point.
Oh, why did you say that? That's a can't unsee too.
Yeah, that's very dirgy. Very, very dirgy. Bucklers were small parry shields, so checks out. I know what bucklers are, unfortunately, because they're a shield type I don't use in Elden Ring and Dark Souls. Who parries? You just dodge and bonk. That is the way. I'm interested to see, I guess, where the rest of this, in quotations, gimmick line goes. Maybe they'll actually explain what the gimmick is. Or this will just be a Warriors cheaper price point line. Hopefully, we'll see more at some point in the not too distant future. I don't really like the Bumblebee. I'll be honest. especially when you compare him to like the studio series Bumblebee that's coming out in the not too distant future. Obviously, I don't mean like this one's way more stripped down engineering wise, which he obviously is. It's just design aesthetic wise, I preferred that Bumblebee to this Bumblebee. I think mainly because if you recolored this guy into any color, to me, he would just be background character. He's got that silhouette of like nondescript character. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see that.
If you put a shadow in front of his features, so there was only a silhouette, and you made a 3D model of him, he would look like the Cybertronians cheering at the end of Beast Machines to me. Nondescript robot shape.
Yeah, he does look kind of 80s CGI robot-ish, because like his arms are look like they're on a pipe leading to the torso.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? That kind of aesthetic.
Yeah. Simple kind of bone structure. Yeah.
Round head.
Animations. Yeah. I don't. It's not my style. He looks a little bit better in the movie, but it's still a general aesthetic I'm not 100% down for. XL Hedge says Sentinel's chin not nearly big enough.
He needs to be a chin master. Yes.
See, I'm surprised. Like we haven't said. Like to me, Sentinel Prime, at least for Transformers, is orange, and megalomaniacal. You know, as is the way IDW wise, at least.
Yeah, this
Prime. Yes.
This would be like Zeta Prime for me, right?
Yeah, no, 100. Yeah, agreed. Yes, I was like, this just I couldn't remember who it was meant to be, but yeah, Zeta Prime. You're quite right. Big D says, I'm now imagining Generation Select multipack of B and just metallics for the Beast Machines finale crowd builder. Ooh, don't give them suggestions. Then do it. Simple repaint. If like silly people would buy it, all right, we'll do it.
Please don't do it, Hasbro. you know what I do. Don't do it.
Buy it. Next up, we have the Earthspark Season 2 streaming today, so they say. So if you have Paramount Plus, you can see the whole first wave of 10 episodes. 1 to 10, Aftermath, In Ruins, Control and Delete, The Butterfly Effect, Togetherness, Spitfire, The Imposters, Dude, Where's My Trailer? What a reference to make for a kids show. Wit Wiki Part 1 and Wit Wiki Part 2. I don't think there's a description of when the rest of the season will be out, but I did see people posting up links to if you want to watch it other ways, there will be other ways to watch it. But I will say, if you are one of those people that likes the show and watches it via other means, you were not helping it not be cancelled for reasons like that. I'm afraid, if you know what I mean. If you liked the show and you wanted it to get season 3 and you didn't watch it in the normal correct means, you are part of the reason why it died. Surely, because if the show's popular, it'll continue. If you don't watch it through normal means, you are lowering the view count, thus making business people go, it's not viable. So please remember this. Orange, are you going to watch, or when are you going to watch Earthspark?
I am so mad. I just learned about it today. I was I'm gonna watch it as soon as I get some free time. I want to see this. Yeah.
Here's a question: are you going to put it on the back burner and watch it straight away? Watch it after My Little Pony? How are you gonna round this up? What are you gonna do?
Ooh, okay. So luckily, I don't have to put My Little Pony on the back burner because I have a watch party I can fall back on. But
so you have to watch it with the dudes.
To keep up with it. But yeah, I can make room for this, definitely.
That's good. Okay. Like I say, don't know when part 2 is coming out, but it will be coming out at some point in the future. Big D says, fine, I'll see about unlocking Paramount Plus just for these episodes. Well, no, I mean, Big D, it's already too late. The show has been cancelled. as far as we're aware, it's done. So it doesn't help now. So I guess if you want to watch it through illicit means, you're more than welcome to. But just remember for the future, if you like the show, you should watch it through normal means, if it's possible. But the show is done, as far as we know. After season 2, it's finished, and they'll be switching over to God knows what. Maybe they cancelled it to have a show more related to Transformers 1. I wonder if they've Marvel Cinematic Universed it. I wonder.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Is if I didn't watch the movie, but if they have big plans, then sure. I just hope that now, since after Earthspark, they're going to consider Generations versions, like after Legacy. That I would really want that. Hasbro, please.
Okay.
I want like a.
What do you think of Shadow Striker in Legacy? Is that what you want for these characters? Is that what you want?
No, I don't.
Because that's what it would be.
That it's possible that they could suffer that fate, but I was thinking more like how they handled Transformers Cybertron figures, which all of them have been really nice. That's
what you want, but I think we need to look at what's happened to the more recent-ish lines, the previous recent-ish lines, like RID, Prime, RID, Cyberverse. Cyberverse has some okay figures. They've got some unique molds, and Prime especially. They just just repaint generally, or weird looking figure generally. So I think the if you G1ified in quotations the Earthspark figures, it wouldn't make too much of a difference because they're already pretty G1 anyway. I could see them doing maybe a Prime and a Bumblebee because gotta milk those nipples a little bit more. Maybe they do a Megatron and a Starscream because again.
I want the Terrans. I want a Voyager hashtag, a 2-pack of Thrash and Twitch and packages of deluxe, etc. That's what I want.
Yeah.
But the others have some good designs. RC, she's a classic car. That would be nice. Figure of her.
I think you're gonna have to wait a year or two. A year, just so they're not competing with the toys that are out at the moment. That's probably a reason why it wouldn't happen as well, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So, shall we move on to the last story, unless you have anything else?
That's about it.
All right. The last news story for today is the Lego Bumblebee. We get the first look at him. Many moons ago, the Optimus Prime came out and I guess was pretty well regarded under the Icons... quotation, the Icons Lego brand, which is basically, hey, adults, we know you like buying Lego too, so here are more expensive sets. Ha 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 ha. It's just the one singular image, so there's not a huge amount to say. We know he will transform it into his bug. We don't know what that mode looks like, but we get to see the robot. He has a gun. It's a bit of a weird-looking gun. He has creepy skeleton hands. Fantastic. Can't tell if he has knee joints. But it looks like he has ankle rockers of some description. And, for what he is, a decent amount of articulation. Now, Orange, did you buy the Lego Optimus Prime?
I'm actively avoiding Lego because I do not want. That will be a snowball effect, and I'd get too many Legos and not enough standard Transformers, and I don't want to do that. I want to stay away from them, not get in another obsession because I know I will. So no, I was avoiding that. I'm going to avoid this, but it does look really nice.
I think it's wise to avoid Lego because it is a very expensive.
Addictive?
Yeah, expensive and addictive. Do you just buy the sets? That's pretty expensive. Do you buy the sets and then go, I want to upgrade these and make my own mocks? That's even more expensive.
Yeah, there's a Lego store down the street that I don't want to do it. It's just too expensive.
Here's a question: does your Ross get in cheaper Lego sets? Because that might be a way to do it.
Yeah, but maybe like $5 cheaper. Not too much.
That sounds about right. Yeah. Lego goes on sale, but it's never on massive sale. It's a little bit less usually. But yeah. I think this looks again good for what it is. I'm sure the big YouTubers will be getting these in their hands if you're interested but don't want to buy, but you want to see what it's like. It'll be coming. Simon Tang says Japan is getting a hashtag. I think we talked about that figure a couple of weeks ago.
I believe so.
Yeah, we did, because it's the newer version of hashtag, because I was stupid and didn't realize she got her new, less cooler alt mode. I know that's coming. But yeah, Bumblebee. He's going to be... I would imagine this Bumblebee will be less expensive than the Prime, because he'll have to be smaller, because I'm sure they'll be doing it in scale. And I think Prime was... What was it, like £120? Something like that. So the Bumblebee might be
right,
80 to £100, maybe, at a guess. But that is a guess. He's still going to be a lot, though. It's Lego. That's how it goes. But that's it. Unless Orange has anything else, that's all of the news for the week, baby.
No, that's it, yeah.
Nothing else. So the question, Orange, is, what have you been up to this week? What have you been doing recently? Have you done anything foon recently?
My Little Pony watching. I'm getting into it. As I said to you, Andy, earlier, I found out that the My Little Pony TTRPG can now cross over more easily with the Transformers TTRPG, which is going to be it'll have interesting implications, and I wouldn't say no to playing a crossover campaign with those rules.
So here's the question: how many of those TTRPGs are there? Like, there's the G.I. Joe one, there's My Little Pony, there's Transformers. Is there any more?
Power Rangers.
Oh, there's Power Rangers.
All 4 of them can be crossed over now.
Oh, okay. That'd be pretty interesting. Do the rules make it easy, or is it... Or do you know, I suppose, if it gets more complex? So if you had all 4, is it easy to mush them all together, or is it like relatively cumbersome just because of 4 different rule sets kind of thing?
Actually, it feels like they plan to cross them over from the beginning. There are a lot of very compatible options for characters, and the way they handle like hit points and your weapons and the classes, the alt modes. It feels like they just had this plan from the beginning. There's and honestly, you can go further from there. You can, if you want to make it more complicated, you can, and that'll give you even more character options. It's a really flexible system. I like it.
Oh, okay. All right. Have you played much of any of the them individually yet, or is it just like you've picked up the stuff and getting ready for it?
I'm running a Transformers campaign as a GM. Yeah.
How far through it are you?
Only 7 sessions so far.
How long do you expect it to be, since you're the DM?
I have no idea. At least another year, I would say.
Damn. Okay. All right. So you've already, like, I don't know the DM process. So I'm guessing you have like an idea of where you want them to go, and it's just trying to, I guess, nudge the players to get to that end goal, right?
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I don't know the GM process either. This is my first. Yeah, and I'm stumbling through it, but it is so much fun. I have a really, really great player base. Not the word. My players are really, really good, and really fun.
No one's done anything really annoying, like, and they walk into a shop and kill the merchant and steal all of his things.
I mean, Yes, but I encourage that because it is fun.
Okay, yeah.
And there's a possibility that I will join a My Little Pony campaign as a player, and I'm
Okay.
kind of interested in that. So, yeah.
Nice, cool. Anything else? Has that been it for the recent times? Have you got any new Transformers figures in the post?
No, I'm. This is like a very very downtime-ish time. I'm just waiting for Tidal Wave to drop.
Well,
Pretty
there is
much.
the Mayhem quote unquote 3-pack, which is like this month.
I believe they moved it back to August.
Did they? Oh,
Yeah.
I'll need to check. Amazon maybe haven't updated their thing because Amazon still says like the 20th of this month. And I was like, oh, that seems okay, good.
Yeah, I got an email about it. So
Okay, Amazon just is probably. Did you get it from Hasbro Pulse?
I got it from Amazon.
Oh, okay. Maybe my Amazon. Well, it's Amazon UK, so they're probably behind the times, surely.
Maybe not, but good luck either way.
Yeah, well, it'll be coming. I still can't remember when Japan's getting their Magmatron, but that's still on pre-order for me, so that's a while away. And yeah, like Tidal Wave, people are getting their Tidal Waves now, right?
Yeah, they're slowly trickling out.
What's the general consensus?
Everyone that I've seen like loves it. There apparently is an issue with the hip joints or the knee joints rather. They seem to have the same issue as like Titans Return Triptychon did, where they're like too tight and it might like warp the joint if you don't like lube it or like trim the spring inside or something. So
Interesting. Okay. Excel Hedge says, I don't need to get hooked into Lego. $300 for the Zelda set. I already paid enough for the Optimus Prime and eventually Tidal Wave and Metroplex Titans this year. Have you seen that Orange, the Lego Zelda Zelda set that's meant to be coming with the big tree, whatever it's called?
I have not, but it sounds intriguing to me. I at least want to take a look and
let me see if I can
refuse to buy that because I know I would want that, but no, please no.
See, luckily for me, I don't care about Zelda, so it is no issue for me. But I know I saw it and went, oh, people are fucked. When I saw it, I went, oh, mate, you're fucked.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Sounds good though.
Yeah, there it is. I'll send it to you over Discord. Yeah, that'll be easier.
Appreciated.
Boom, there it is. And I'll put it on chat as well, on screen for the dudes. I think that's what it is.
Those look gorgeous.
Yeah. I think that's
the little face with the face with the like vines growing out. Oh, that's pretty.
What's it called? The Deku tree or something like that? Or is it just Deku tree?
I don't remember.
It's something like that. Oh, it's $259.99 UK pounds, whatever that is. American wise.
It sounds too expensive either way.
Oh, there's two sides to the tree as well. There's the side I showed you, and then there's another side where it looks more like the N64 version that I kind of know from going around to a friend's house.
I imagine it like opens up to reveal like something inside or maybe not. I don't know.
It looks like there's just maybe two different. Oh, it says two. It says Great Deku Tree 2-in-1. So I guess there's two ways you can build it. You can build it into one kind of Deku Tree or another kind. Oh yeah, it's on the back. It's got. Oh, let's see the image. Oh, I can't tell the logos. It's from two different Zelda games. There's two different Deku trees that you can build it into. So if you want to be really cool, chat, if you've got a really big penis and you want to show off to all your friends and maybe get a date, you buy two of these, right? You get both Deku trees. That's what a real Chad would do, right?
That'll do it, yeah.
Because then at that point, you've got a forest. Actually, how many trees does it take to make a forest?
That's a good question. I'm sure there's a definitive answer somewhere.
It's like the question: how many grains of sand does it constitute to make a beach? You know, it's a lot. lots of grains of sand. Yeah, it's coming. Unfortunately for those who love their Zeldas. Excel Head says, speaking of Omega Prime. Oh, I said Omega Prime earlier. Yeah, when are we getting Hasbro's Omega Prime updates? Soon.
Probably SDCC.
When is SDCC? Is that September?
I think it's next month, like early next month. I'd bet. Yeah.
I thought it was a bit later.
Don't quote me on that. But I would imagine it either July or August. I would say. I think. What is it called? PulseCon. I don't know anymore. It is September.
Yeah, it's coming. Yeah, it feels like we're getting to that point of the year where we need the SDCC to come around to show the next batch of Transformers, and whatnot. Big D says that they had Tidal Wave in Forbidden Planet, London, a couple of days ago, so should be soon. Okay.
Oh, nice.
I'm guessing Big D's, you've probably ordered yours already, so that's probably why you didn't buy it straight away. You should have done. Mm-hmm. Magmatron should be the end of June for Japan, I believe, Andy. Oh, okay, so soon. I'll need to fork up the money to Ami soon enough, which is, good and bad. Simon Tang says, Andy, talk G.I. Joe. And did you see the new Star Wars HasLab? I didn't. What's the new HasLab from Star Wars? Do you know, Orange?
I saw that in my feed, but I didn't actually care to look. I'm not interested in Star Wars, but good for them.
I'm not a Star Warser.
I remember the thumbnail, what it said, some sort of like vintage.
That's pretty cool. It's the vintage Mos Eisley Cantina, but for 6 scale.
Oh. Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Nice.
I think it's for 6 scale. Is it for 6 scale? Over 32 inches one way and 19 inches another way. How tall? Yeah, it must be for like your 5-6 inch action figures. Comes with 8 round tables, 1 large rectangular table, 4 tall stools, 15 short stools, 5 single seating chairs, 4 2-seater benches. Wow, this is a really interesting list of things when you read it. Sounds like a kitchen thing. 8 different types of cups and over 100 total cups. That's a lot of cups.
Okay. That is a whole bar.
Pipe accessories. Oh yeah, wow. There's an image to show everything it comes with, and it comes with a fuck ton of cups. Simon says it's 3.7 inches, 3.75 inches. Oh, okay.
So the 18th scale.
Yeah, if you've got like vintage GI Joes, you could put them in here as well. I don't have much to say about it because I really don't care about Star Wars, thankfully, anymore.
Or Kingdom Rat Trap. I think he's around that scale.
It could work. Rat Trap's an alien. He's from Cybertron. It could work.
Oh, yeah.
For a thing, for a display piece, this looks really neat. And if you're into like stop animation or you like to film like toy videos, I guess this would be a really nice centerpiece for a collection. Though it is fucking huge. What it is, it's $400, 400 pounds. I don't know what that is US dollar wise, but there's a standard version. Or the deluxe version. Is the deluxe? What's the deluxe version? Deluxe pack will include all of the above, plus the Cantina expansion with walls, booths, and furniture. Okay. So there's extra bits that the deluxe stuff comes with. I wonder if the chairs are the deluxe ones or not.
Has HasLab actually done that before? Like tiered stuff like that?
I don't think so. Not for G.I. Joe, as far as I know. Not with Transformers either, from what I remember either. If you are interested in the Star Wars Cantina, it's 29 days from needing its total of 8,000 backers. It's currently got 3,804, so it's nearly about halfway, and it's got over a month, well, just under a month, basically, to get it. It's the Cantina. I think it probably will reach it. It's not modern Star Wars, so I think it's more than likely it will get done. You know?
Yeah.
I think that makes sense.
But good luck either way.
If you want it, Big D, I guess this is for you, even though you don't buy Star Wars stuff, I don't think. Excel Hedge says they need a HasLab for the Star Wars dollhouse, question mark. I mean, they could have one for a Star Wars dollhouse. I mean, do you consider a dollhouse to be like Yoda's hut in Dagobah? I guess that would be a dollhouse, right? It's a house. Dolls
sure,
are action figures, so I guess that makes sense. The vintage data says Simon Tang or put in data or Whoopi. Oh, I says he puts in or put in data or Whoopi for Star Trek. Yeah, that'd be fun. Whoopi Goldberg, I'd be down with that.
Oh yeah, the 10 forward. Yeah. I dig that.
Well, here's a question, Orange. Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Trek, please.
Yeah. I was always more Star Trek than I was Star Wars. I liked Star Wars, but Star Trek had me way more. I was way more interested in Star Trek. Though, I don't... The best Star Wars movies, which are few, are better than the best Star Trek movies, which are very few as well.
I respect Star Wars, but it's definitely not for me. And as for the movies, I'm too biased to get to weigh in. So.
Oh, really? Okay. You don't like Final Frontier, do you?
No.
Okay.
I do like Nemesis though. I liked the whole the plot around like the question of like how does one turn out if they're raised differently? Like Shinzon was like a clone of Picard, but he turned out completely different than him, right?
Nemesis is really annoying as a movie because there's some really interesting ideas in there, and then there's just crap. Like, I hate, like, the Deanna Troi gets raped again.
Yeah.
It's like the only thing she ever does is say that someone's in my mind and cries. A lot of her episodes in the Next Gen series are that. Which is really annoying as well.
Now that you mention it, I really dislike that the only like notable thing that Remans did in on screen was that. And Remans deserve better, I think.
Yeah, because again, there's an interesting idea, and I like the idea that like Romulus and Remus were using like what's it, Roman or Greek gods, and we're using that to like have these two opposing but similar races together. It's like, that's a neat idea. Yeah, we're not doing shit with this. Oh, okay. No, exactly. I don't think it's I disliked it being a Data movie as well.
Yeah, true.
That's the annoying thing about it, because like you said, the thing with him and Shinzon, kind of interesting, kind of a neat idea, and having a movie against the Romulans, not a terrible idea. It's just kind of... I liked it more than Insurrection. I don't like Insurrection. Insurrection is a two-part episode of a not good two-part episode of the Next Gen that they made into a full movie with a high budget.
I honestly didn't see Insurrection, and I kind of agree with you on Nemesis's weak points, but I think the strong points outweigh it. I love that Starship battle. Yeah. The
Starship battle is quite nice. It's done. It's visually quite nice. It's not my favorite Next Gen movie. My favorite Next Gen movie is First Contact, and that's not great either. It's fun. I definitely would go with First Contact's a fun movie. But my favorite Star Trek movie is Undiscovered Country. I know most people really love Wrath of Khan. I can see why Wrath of Khan is good, but for me, I much prefer Undiscovered Country. I think there's a good message in there, and it's quite interesting. A good bit of plot, you know.
I'm kind of partial with what's number 4, The Voyage Home.
That's
I really
a fun
love
one. That. I like that. It's a fun one. I wouldn't class it as my favorite, just because it's more the silliness rather than like a hard sci-fi or political kind of episode. I can see why you'd say the Voyage Home.
I understand that, yeah.
It's time traveling with whales. Humanity destroyed because we killed the whales, and a big licorice stick comes from space with a disco ball and kills us all. It's weird.
Yeah, won't that be the day?
Huh? Yeah. I did like it had Ben Sisko's dad in there as a random commander. They never talk about it. He's one of the guys on. He's one of the commanders on Earth. And next time you see him, he's Ben Sisko's dad in DS9 on Homefront, the two-parter.
Yeah, I heard about that, but I never like went back and watched it myself. So
yeah, I like it. Simon says the deluxe comes with the other side. Oh, I see. I get you. And XL Hedge says they should remold/repaint Star Wars into the McAdams. Oh, that'd be yeah. Okay, Transformers fans, do you like McAdams? I mean, this is out of scale because it wouldn't fit with any apart from Legends figures or third-party Legends figures, which there are quite a few. You could get this set and have it as your McAdams. Though I would recommend if you buy this to be silly with your money and repaint it so it looks less like the Cantina. But, that would be that would be for a rich person to do.
Yeah, your Alchemist Prime fans out there would go for it.
Yeah. You've got like a $500, something like that. Yeah, I'll buy it and I'll just repaint it. I don't care. Why not? Simon mentioned me to talk about G.I. Joe. I think there was some new G.I. Joe figures announced for the classified line. Did you get into it? Orange, you were thinking about getting into it, weren't you? But then maybe you kind of avoided it. Or
I bought a dozen, around a dozen. You
got them from Ross, didn't you?
On sale. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah.
And I really dig them. They're pretty nice. So if there is a figure that I would really want at standard retail, maybe I'd pick it up.
Yeah, they announced 4 new ones, which are a different version of Storm Shadow that they call V2. I don't really know how to describe it. He's got the T camo. So imagine white and then putting a load of T's, the capital letter T, all over that body. That's the kind of camo.
That reminds me. I was lurking in the Renegade Games Discord. That's the official that makes the Essence 20 TTRPGs with My Little Pony and G.I. Joe. And someone brought up, and this was a whole. Someone brought up that a discussion that maybe Gung Ho's tattoo is actually a cutie mark. And I
how
love
was the reaction?
I want to see a crossover done. No one hated it.
Okay, what is his tattoo? Because I can't think of what Gun Ho's tattoo is.
I don't. I have the classified figure of him. I don't remember.
Not being a G.I. Joe or being a Cobra Man, I'm like, who cares? He's a Joe. Speaking of who cares, he's a Joe. They've got an Alpine figure coming. Who cares? He's a Joe. More interestingly, they've got an Iron Grenadier, which looks pretty good, but unfortunately he has let's call it a long robe trench coat. So he's got the design where there are bits of plastic going over the leg joints, which I'm sure are pliable, but are going to obviously limit the amount of articulation it has because, plastic, even if pliable, will obviously limit leg articulation. Bit of a shame. But looks nice. It's an Iron Grenadier, which is always cool. And they're also doing the Iron Grenadier Bat, which is mostly a recolor of the Bat, but with a completely new head. And the new head looks really cool. Looks really nice. They also showed off some other figures as well. I just noticed as I scroll down. They're doing the classic carded version of Cobra Commander with a metallic face, with a chromed faceplate and the correct insignia, which I thought is... Because I assumed that mold was only going to be for the Histang. Now, they've gone around it saying that it's the weird bunny Cobra insignia that one has, and this one has the standard Cobra insignia. If I'd known that, would I maybe have skipped the Histang? Maybe. But it makes me want to get this one because this is a proper Cobra Commander with a chromed mask. They're doing another Cobra Trooper, which is like, yeah. And they're doing some Joe figures, who, again, I don't really care about. What's the What's the Saw Viper? Hang on, they showed a few things. I'm guessing this is a Saw Viper. Doesn't really say. Oh yeah, it is a Saw Viper. He's got a chainsaw. Kind of a high tactical bomb gear looking Cobra dude. That's fine. Joe, who I don't care about. Alpine, who I've seen.
I remember having a Cobra Bat action figure back in the day. So
cool.
that design's a little nostalgic for me. So.
Have you had the opportunity to get? You probably didn't, right? You didn't have the opportunity to get the on sale ones, I'm guessing.
I didn't see one. If I saw one, I'd get it.
Yeah, I think that was probably past your time. You might be able to get the Iron Grenadier version. It won't be in the right colors, but it's still Bat's a bat. Oh, yeah. he comes with a new arm accessory. He comes with a chainsaw arm. That's really cool. Oh. He comes with a backpack, a standard hand, chainsaw hand, a drill laser hand, a claw hand, a gun, his normal arm, 2 damaged front plates to cover over his tech detail, standard bat helmet, and a newer bat helmet. That's quite nice. Pardon, but it is still a bat. So if you've already got one, you're probably not too first, maybe. I don't know. Yeah. The only things I've been up to this week is I've bought some Lego, and we've been talking about it. I bought 5 of the newest series of blind bag figures. I got 3 that I wanted. Well, 2 that I wanted in a dupe, which I'm not too fussed. And 2 that I didn't really care about, but they are kind of nice. So I got the Ice Planet lady with Robot Penguin. I'm very happy because I used to have some of the Ice Planet stuff back in the day. I got 2 of the M-Tron heavy loader guys. I like them. I think I had 1 M-Tron ship back in the day. I got Standard Astronaut, which I wasn't too first on because I don't like... Standard space is kind of boring. Sci-fi space is better. And I got what's called the Imposter, which is like a Lego dude that is like a fake Lego dude. Like he's got a little antenna on his head, and you can spin his face around. And instead of a happy smiling Lego face man, it's a window for a little alien. And he also comes with 3 little aliens that he can hold. They're just kind of recolors of like the Lego trophy. So that's kind of nice. They're neat.
That's brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah. You should buy some of the blind bags, Orange, if you see a design you like. You know,
I should
cheap.
not. No.
They're cheap. They're only like $3.
I'll want some vehicles for them, and then I'll have a whole city. And no.
I believe you're strong, Orange. I believe you can just get these cheap things and not want anything else.
You believe in me that much, huh?
No, I'm lying. I don't believe in you. I'm just trying to trick you. I also got I did some things I haven't built, and one thing that I did, I got the new Lego City Space, because it's like not lame, boring standard space, but like future space, like the old school stuff. That I got a little mech suits dude who comes in a yellow construction spacesuit, and it's a very cheap set. It's like the £8 one, and it's built like most of the really simple Lego mechs, so it's using the mixel joints and all that stuff. It's fun. It's nice. Comes with quite a few bits, more than I thought it would. Comes with the suit and also a cool little drone robot and a little bit of scenery. It's neat. I've got a jet and a shuttle, 2 separate kits, which I haven't built yet, and I've also got cartoon He-Man's Origin Trapjaw, who I haven't opened up yet either. And the rest of the week, I've been painting. I painted all of my first batch of Space Marines, 11 Space Marines from the 2nd edition, which is like the 90s, 95, 97-ish kind of era, which took ages because I had to strip them of paint because I got them and they were gummed up with paint and looked like shit from eBay for cheap. That took ages. I finished those, and now I've moved on to doing 5 scouts, Mephiston, who's a character. I've got 5 Devastators who have started painting, and a Librarian as well who have started painting as well. So painty, very painty this week. And just, streaming and all that fun stuff that you usually do. I've just been watching the standard stuff. I've started watching King of the Hill, which is a show I've never seen before. Have you seen that, Orange?
Oh, I have. When it was airing back in the day, I have since stopped, but... Yeah, good times there. Good times.
Yeah, I'd never seen it before. I heard people say it was a quite good little show. And I wouldn't say it's like amazingly funny, but it's quite wholesome. It's quite nice comfy, and wholesome. Yeah,
it's comfy.
I'm watching it and just like, yeah, this is nice. And Hank Hill's just a nice, chill Texan dude who's very by the books. And
it was kind of refreshing to not see someone from that type of show, a head or the main character of a show like that, not be a bumbling buffoon.
Yeah, like his friends are kind of bumbling buffoons, but kind of lovably so. But Hank's not the one thing about Hank Hill is he's very, I guess, like emotionally restrained. And that's probably his biggest fault. Yeah, seemingly. Like he says now something like, Peggy, I'm inclined to tell you that I might say you need to go to hell. And she's like, but it's, I might be inclined to say, not like just fuck off and go to hell, Peg. It's just, it's like, it's nice. He seems like a nice character. It's like, it's cute.
It's not healthy to hold in your emotions, kids.
No. But he's how old is he in the show? I think he's meant to be like a 40, 50-year-old, I guess, right?
Yeah.
In the 90s. 90s, early 2000s. So I guess for the time period, that's... and for his age of that time period, very appropriate. I like it, yeah. I've only watched like season 1, getting into the early parts of season 2. It's like, yeah, it's good. It's fun. But it's not like crazy. And the rest of the stuff at the moment is just like watching the animus. So Mushoku Tensei, Kaiju number 8. What else am I watching? The evil Power Rangers, which is like The Boys, but not as fucking cringe. What else? Oh, Konosuba. Yeah, all those shows, really fun. Really enjoying them, as usual. But yeah, that's it. I rewatched the 90s Lost in Space movie today.
Oh, I remember that, yeah.
I enjoyed that as a kid. That is a really bad movie. That's really bad.
I also enjoyed it as a kid. I'm not going to watch it again.
Yeah, it's weird to see Joey from Friends be an action star in a movie that's really bad. It's a real mess. I think I remember hearing, because Gary Coleman's Dr. Smith in it, I think at the end of it, he was furious that he was the CGI giant spider creature, and I think he was ripped the stuff off his face or screamed, "Get this shit off my face" at the end of filming. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. I think it's a funny story if true. It's a messy story. It feels like the movie feels like a bad pilot to the TV show. And I remember watching, do you remember a couple of years ago, they tried to make the Netflix or streaming service version of Lost in Space, so they tried to reboot Lost in Space, right?
I think I remember that. I never looked into it, though.
Yeah, I watched it. I remember watching a couple of episodes and then dropped it because it just wasn't very good. It doesn't happen exactly like it does in the movie, but in this newer show, they crash their ship on a frozen planet. I was like, oh, it's like the 90s movie as I was watching it today. Or it was like that show. They just didn't have the giant spiders, as far as I was aware. That wasn't in the movie. Or the weird CGI monkey. Do you remember that weird CGI monkey in the 90s movie?
I don't, but I'm glad I don't.
It looks like a 90s CGI monkey interacting with people. It looks rough.
Yeah, that sounds horrible.
It looks really rough. But yeah, that's it. That's all I've been up to this week.
Sounds fun though. You went on a little shopping spree.
Yeah. I'm doing. You know what the stupid thing is? I'm looking at, Orange. It's Lego related.
Go on.
It's Have you heard of Lord of the Rings?
I have heard of it. Yeah.
Have you heard and seen Barad-dûr?
I have not.
You haven't seen the Lego Barad-dûr? Oh man. I'll hang on. I'll send you over the Lego link so you can have a look at it. It's very expensive, but I have a decent amount. I don't have all of them, but I have a decent amount of the Lego Lord of the Rings sets because I got them when they originally came out. I missed out on Isengard, which I was very annoyed at back in the day. I don't have Rivendell because fucking elves. who fucking cares? But then this comes out, I'm like, oh shit, I might have to buy it. It's got Sauron in. You can have a Sauron minifigure, and it's Barad-dûr. Look at it, Orange.
I see it. I'm not familiar with Lord of the Rings. Never watched and or read them. But
you've never watched the movies?
Cool. I have not. No. There are a few of my friends that want to just tie me up to a chair and force me to watch it, and that'll be fun. But yeah,
which part would be fun? Being tied to a chair or watching the film?
the film.
I no judging. I hope they do that to you soon, because I think for me, those three movies are probably my favorite movies. I wouldn't say they're the best movies of all time, but they're my favorite movies. I really like them a lot. Make sure that you watch the extended versions. I realize it's a time commitment, but they are fantastic movies. They're really good. You definitely should watch them. I'll keep that in mind. Let me know when you watch it, because I'd like to know what you think of them. I would recommend not watching them all in one go, because that would be 9-10 hours. So don't watch them back to back. Watch one movie, then watch, have a break, then watch the next one. Extended version. They're really good. I love them. I love them a lot. But yeah, I'm gonna have to buy Barad-dûr. I don't wanna, because it's really expensive, but man, it looks really fucking good, man.
It's impressive, yeah.
Simon Tang says, how much is it? It is £400. It comes with 5,471 pieces, 10 minifigures.
That sounds like you're going to build as long as one of the movies.
Yeah, well, for context, I think, like, in lore-wise, Barad-dûr's meant to be... How big's Barad-dûr meant to be? I think it's like a ridiculous size, like an incomprehensible size, like 10,000 feet tall or something stupid. It's huge. And this is, like, Isengard's meant to be of similar size, which is another tower in the movie. Hence one of the movies being called The Two Towers. And this is going to dwarf Isengard by miles. Makes me wish that they do a new version of Isengard. Also, because I don't have the old version. But let's not talk about that.
That does sound ridiculous, and I'm here for it.
I'm gonna have to I'm trying to think to myself, when do I buy this? Because it's on back order, because obviously people have bought it already. I'm gonna have to buy it soon though, because I don't want to miss out on it. Anyway, that's it. That's what I've been up to. Thank you for coming on, Orange. Hopefully we can get you, depending on what's happening next week, we'll either get you on for I was talking about Beast Wars, which is what we were meant to do last time, but problems happened, or I'll be doing the news, I guess, on my own, or maybe I'll get Big D on for the news, or we'll have to see what the news is like, because, who knows in the world of Transformers, right? Would you be down for that?
Yeah. I will be down.
Excellent. Where can people find you on the internet, Orange, if you want them to find you?
I'm on most social media at Keshmar Orange. That is KESHMAR. Orange is in the color. And I'm on Twitch at Orangitis. That is exactly how you would expect to spell inflammation of the orange.
Cool. Anything else you want to promote or throw out there?
I think that's it.
Cool. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube as Andy, Decayed Andy, I should say. And we're also on Moonbase 2, Transformers Podcast on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Libsyn, iTunes, all those kind of places, and on the ccbunker.weebly.com if you want to go through that way. So thank you again for coming on by, everybody. If you want to watch live, you can come for 8 o'clock in the evening UK time on YouTube and Twitch, as I mentioned before. And I guess hopefully we'll see you next week. We'll see you next time, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.